Good morning, children. Okay, let us start today's class. My name is Rishmi PM. I'll be taking social science for you this academic year. Okay, so we'll have the recapitulation of the previous class. Hope you all are healthy and safe at home. Yes. So while for online class, no, you have to be ready with your text, that is textbook and your rough book. You can take your rough book along with you and you can just note down the points. Okay. Yes. So shall we begin? Yes. Class 6. The Earth in the solar system is the first chapter of geography. Words to know. This is a recapitulation of the previous class. Okay. Just we will go through it. What and all things we have gone through the previous class. Celestial bodies. A celestial body is any natural body outside of the Earth's atmosphere. Easy examples are the moon, the sun and the other planets of our solar system. Celestial body, a celestial body is any other natural body outside of the Earth's atmosphere. The examples are the moon, the sun and the other planets of the solar system. Stars. Some celestial bodies are very big and huge and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light. A celestial body which emits its own heat and light is called a star. An example is sun is an example of a star. Next is constellation. A constellation is a group of stars that forms an imaginary outline or a pattern on the celestial sphere, typically represent an animal, mythological person or creature, a god or an inanimate object. Okay. Pole star. Next is pole star. The pole star is the star that is known to retain its position. It retains its position in the sky always. It retains its position always in the sky, and we can locate the position of the pole star with the help of the constellation Saptarishi. Constellation Saptarishi. Next is planet. A celestial body which revolves around a particular star in an orbit and gets all its light from the star is called a planet. The example for the planet is our Earth. Yes. This was the given activities to be done based on 5th 6 2020 on the topic. Based on the topic. Make a model of constellation. You have to prepare a model of constellation. Anyone you can prepare. Ursa Major, Big Bear, etc. These are the materials required. Black chart paper, star sequence, acrylic white paint, silver or white markers, glue. Okay. Okay. Today's session. Today's date 8/6/2020, Monday day, and today's topic we will discuss is the solar system. The solar system. Okay. So can we start? Yes. Now the solar system, the particular word called as solar, SOLAR, solar. Sol. First we will see the first three letter SOL. SOL is the sun or the sun god in Roman mythology. Sol is the sun or the sun god in Roman mythology. Example for Sol is the Roman god that was replaced by the Mithras. In the olden times, Roman mythology, they had changed. An example of Sol is the Roman god that was replaced by Mithras. Next, solar. Solar means related to the sun. Solar means related to the sun. Sol is the sun or the sun god in Roman. Solar means related to the sun. Okay. The family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. Yes, the family of the sun is called the solar system. The family of the sun is called the solar system. So we too have family, family members. Yes, family members, planets. Yes. You can see the image of solar system. These are the other planets. You can see the planet. Here you can see the planet of Earth. And these are the other planets. Okay. Next image. Okay, next is orbits. Orbits. All the 8 planets of the solar system move around the sun in the fixed path. They move on in the fixed path. These paths are elongated. These paths are elongated. They are called orbits. They are called orbits. You can see orbit. What is that? Orbit. Image of orbit. Next image, you can see another. Yes, elongated path. This is known as elongated path. Okay. Geoid. What is that? Geoid. Geoid means model of the figure of the earth. Model of the figure of earth. Of the planet size and shape. It shows the figure of earth, of the planets and the size and shape that coincides with the mean sea level over the oceans and continues in continental as an imaginary sea level. Surface defined by spirit level. So geoid, model of the figure of earth, of the planets, size and shape that coincides with the mean sea level over the oceans and continues in continental areas as an imaginary sea level surface defined by spirit level. Now, you can see this image from the earth. This is the expected shape. What we see, the earth image, it is the expected shape and this is the real shape. Earth real shape. You can see the shape of the earth. Yes, somewhere it is bulged. Yes. And this is the exact earth expected shape and that is the real shape. Okay. Now, blue planet, that is our earth. Planet Earth has been called the blue planet. Planet Earth has been called as blue planet. Why it is called as blue planet, we will see. Due to the abundant water on its surface. Abundant water means more water. Earth, the 3/4 of the surface of our planet, Earth is covered with water. How many? 3/4. 3/4 of surface of our planet, Earth is covered with the water. Water reflects blue light. Yes, it reflects a blue light. Along with that, our atmosphere is rich in nitrogen and oxygen. Our atmosphere is rich in nitrogen and oxygen. They also have a role in that. Okay, which leads to high scattering of blue light. High scattering. Scattering means it gets shade. A shade is there. And surface and the atmosphere of the earth. So the surface and the atmosphere of the earth together gives its blue color. So what happens? The 3/4 already the 3/4 content of the entire is filled with the water. Our planet Earth is covered with the water and water reflects blue color, blue light. Along with that, our atmosphere is rich in nitrogen and oxygen, which leads to high scattering of blue light. So surface the topmost layer and the atmosphere of the earth together give its blue color. So both side it reflects and it gets a shade of blue color. Okay, you can see the image. I'll show you. Yes. Earth, the blue planet. The earth, the blue planet. First point. You can see. Yes, I'm not saying that we can't see brown, green. We can see green, but totally if you see, we can see more color, shade is blue because the water content is more. It is also known as watery plants. Yes, the blue planet is also known as watery planet because 70% of its surface is covered by water. 70% of surface is covered by water. It reflects about 1/3 of sunlight it receives. It reflects. The Earth's atmosphere scatters the light, creates a blue effect, and so it is called a blue planet. So it is called a blue planet. Third point, only planet having life. So there is the only planet where the Earth is the only planet where life exists. We'll discuss once more. It is also known as watery planet. The blue planet, it is also known as watery planet because 70% of its surface is covered by water. Second point, it reflects about 1/3 of sunlight it receives. The Earth's atmosphere scatters the light and creates a blue effect, so it is also called as blue planet. Third point, only planet having life in it. Okay. This is the image. I think it's little bit not clear, no? Yes, okay. Next time I'll see better image for you. Okay. This is also an example image for blue planet. Now these are the points of solar system. Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus have rings around them. These belts of small debris, we call it as debris. These rings may be seen from the Earth with the help of powerful telescopes. Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus have rings around them. They have rings around them. Rings. These are the belt of small debris. These rings may be seen from the Earth with the help of only through the powerful telescope. So telescope is an instrument through which we can see the far object from the Earth, and we can see the other planets. Only powerful telescopes can be seen. I'll show you the image of telescopes and all in the next class. Okay. Words to know. So you will be having some doubt related to certain words. We will see. What is that? What do you mean by debris? The remains of something broken down or destroyed. Yeah, what do you mean by debris? The remains of something broken down or destroyed. Yes. So here we used debris. So Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus have rings around them. These are the belt of small debris. So some broken things. Yes. That is the meaning of debris. Debris. Next word, solar. Related to the sun. The solar particular word means related to the sun. Solar, the particular meaning of the solar means related to the sun. Can we move on to the next topic? Next word, geoid. What is that? Geoid. Geoid means an earth-like shape. An earth-like shape. Okay, geoid means an earth-like shape. This is the activity for today's but I'll give you later on. First, we will finish off some PowerPoint presentation is there. Wait a minute. Next is solar system. Yes, you can see the image of solar system. Okay. Yes. What is in our solar system? What are the things in our solar system? That we'll see. Our solar system consists of a central star called the Sun. Yes, we have a central star. A center means what? The central position, the Sun. And the 9 planets are orbiting the Sun, moons, asteroids, comets, meteoroids, interplanetary gas, that is dust, and all the space in between them. So we have other things also. What are the other things are there in the solar system is, first, our solar system consists of a central star called a Sun. Then the 9 planets are there orbiting the Sun, moons, asteroids, comets, meteoroids, interplanetary gas, dust, and all the space in between them. So these are all the things which include in our solar system. Once more, what is in our solar system? Our solar system consists of a central star called the Sun, the 9 planets, Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, these are the other planets, then the orbiting the Sun, moons, asteroids, comets, meteoroids, interplanetary gas are there, nitrogen, oxygen, and all the space in between them. So these all things consist in the solar system. Okay. Next slide we'll see. Yes. Now, what do you mean by inter and outer planets? What do you mean by interplanets and outer planets? They are divided into 2. Inner planets. We'll see interplanets or inner planets. Sorry. Inner planets. Inner planets means Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. These are called inner planets. What is that? Inner planets. Next, outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. So Pluto has been taken away. Now it doesn't exist, but we include in the solar system. So just go through it, okay? Inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay? Next slide. Yes. The relative size of the planets in the solar system. See, these are the relative size of the planets in the solar system. You can see the image. Okay. You can see how small the Pluto is. Next is the Neptune, Uranus, Saturn. This is the, you can see a ring over there. Yes. Saturn, Jupiter planet. Next is the Jupiter planet. Then Mars. You can see our planet Earth. See how small it is. Earth, Venus, Mercury, and last you can see the huge one is the Sun. The relative size of the planets. Once more, Pluto, the small one. Next you can see near to that is Neptune, Uranus, then is Saturn. This is the ring. You can see. Yes. Next is this Jupiter planet, Mars, Earth. The Earth, our planet, Venus, and Mercury. And the huge is the what? You can just see this image. It's a sun. Okay? Characteristics of small rocky planets. What does that? They are made up of mostly of rock and metal. They are very heavy. They move slowly in space. They have no rings and few moons. They have a diameter of less than 13,000 kilometers. Yes. Characteristics of small rocky planets. So, small rocky planets consist of, they are made up of mostly of rock and metal. So, they contain rock and metal, and they are very heavy also. They move slowly in space. The movement will be very slow in space. They have no rings and a few moons. They have only few moons and they won't have any rings. They have a diameter of less than 13,000 kilometers. The 9 planets of the solar system. We will see the 9 planets of the solar system. Planets are categorized according to the composition and size. So, planets are categorized into composition and size. There are 2 main categories of planets. Okay. Small rocky planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars and Pluto. Which are the rocky planets? They are very small. Small rocky planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars and Pluto. Once more, planets are categorized according to the composition and their size. And they are subdivided into two levels, small rocky planets and gas giants. Small rocky planet consists of Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars and Pluto. And gas giants are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Once more, small rocky planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars and Pluto. Gas giants are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Okay. First we will see what the detail, the sun. The sun's energy comes from the nuclear fusion where hydrogen is converted to helium. Once more, the sun's energy which comes from nuclear fusion where hydrogen is converted to helium. The particular hydrogen gas is converted to helium within its core itself. This energy is released from the sun in the form of heat and light. So, what the energy they have processed there, that energy is released through the heat and light. Slowly we are getting directly the heat and the light at a time. So, you can see, when we at lunch time or noon time, when we go out extreme like at 12 o'clock we get heat. And the atmosphere will be filled with the light. Yes. Remember, stars produce light, planets reflect light. Star produce light. Planets reflect light. So, what is that? Star produce light. So, sun is an example for star. So, star produce light and the planets reflect light. So, planet what they do? They reflect the light. A star's temperature determines its color. Yes, it determines the color also by seeing the you can see the temperature. A star's temperature determines its color. The coldest stars are red. So the coldest stars are red and the hottest stars are blue. The coldest stars are red and the hottest stars are blue. Once more we will see the planet. The sun's energy comes from the nuclear fusion where hydrogen is converted to helium. Within its core, this energy is released from the sun in the form of two, that is heat and light. And remember, stars produce light and planets reflect the light. Third point, a star's temperature determines its color. The coldest stars are red and the hottest stars are blue. Okay. Characteristics of gas giants. They are made up of mostly of gases, primarily hydrogen and helium. So these giants consist of mostly of the gases. Two gases are there, primarily hydrogen and helium. They are very light for their size. So the weight will be very light. The size will be very light. They move quickly in the space. So they can have an axis. They move very quickly in the space. They have rings and many moons. So they have many rings and many moons. They have a diameter of less than 48,000 kilometers. How much? They have a diameter of less than 48,000 kilometers. What is the characteristics of gas giants are? They are made up of mostly of gases, hydrogen and helium. And they are very light for their size. They move quickly in space. They can move very quickly in the space. Why? Because it is light. They have rings and many moons. They have their own rings and many moons. They have a diameter of less than 48,000 kilometers. We'll see the next slide. Mercury. Mercury has a revolution period of 88 days. Mercury has extreme temperature fluctuations ranging from 800 parameter daytime to 270 degree. Yes, nighttime. Daytime it is 800 degree and nighttime it is 270 degree. Yes. So Mercury has a revolution period of 88 days. Mercury has extreme temperature which fluctuations ranging from 800 degree at the daytime to 270 degree the nighttime. Second point of the Mercury is, even though it is the coldest planet to the sun, scientists believe that there is an ICE on the Mercury. The ice is protective from, that is ICE means ice on Mercury, and the ice is protected from the sun's heat by crater shadows. Yes. What happened? Even though it is the closest planet to the sun, scientists believe that there is ice on Mercury. The ice is protected from the sun's heat by crater shadows. Okay. This is the 2 points related to the Mercury planet. Next is the planet Venus. What is the next planet? Venus. Venus is the brightest object in the sky after the sun and the moon because its atmosphere reflects sunlight so well. People often mistake it for a star. So they think that it is a star. So Venus is the brightest object in the sky after the sun and the moon because its atmosphere reflects the sunlight so well. People often mistake it for like it is a star. Second point of Venus planet is its maximum surface temperature may reach 900 degree. Yes, its maximum surface temperature may reach to 900 degree. Venus has no moons and takes 225 days to complete an orbit. Venus has no moons and it takes 225 days to complete an orbit. Okay. Next we'll see. Next slide. Yeah. Earth. Earth is the only planet known to support living organisms. Yes, the Earth is the only planet which supports the living organisms. Earth's surface is composed of 71% of water. So Earth is the only planet we have which is surface is composed by 71% of water. Next, water is necessary for life on Earth. So we are very thankful we are on the Earth. Water is necessary for life on Earth. The oceans help maintain Earth's stable temperature. So for sustaining we require water, air. So water is necessary for life on Earth. Second point, the oceans helps to maintain the temperature. Earth stable the temperature. Earth has one moon and an oxygen-rich atmosphere. Earth has only one moon and an oxygen-rich atmosphere. So we are getting enough oxygen and we have only one moon. This is the information related to the Earth planet. Next slide we'll see. Earth's moon. We will see a few things related to Earth's moon. It takes the moon approximately 29 days to complete one rotation. Once more, it takes the moon approximately 29 days to complete one rotation. The same side of the moon always faces us. The same side of the moon always faces us. The moon's surface is covered in dust and rocky. Yeah, the surface of the moon which is covered dust and rocky. Debris from meteor impacts. It is due to debris from the meteor impacts. It has no water or atmosphere. The moon, it doesn't have any water or atmosphere over there. Third point, the moon reflects light from the sun to the earth's surface. The moon reflects the light which gets from the sun to the earth's surface. So this is the way how we get the light. The moon reflects the light from the sun into the earth's surface. Next slide we will see. Yes. Next planet is Mars. Mars, like Earth, Mars has ice caps and its poles. It has ice caps and its poles. Mars has the largest volcano in our solar system. It has the largest volcano in our solar system, Olympus Mons. Olympus Mons is an approximately 15 miles high. This is a little information related to the planet called Mars. Mars appears red. Its colors appears red because of iron oxide or rust in its soil. So it's if we take the features of Mars, like Mars appears red in color because it contains iron oxide or rust in its soil. Third point, Mars has 2 moons and takes about 2 years to complete an orbit. Mars has 2 moons and it takes about 2 years to complete an orbit. So this is a few information related to the Mars planet. Like Earth, Mars has ice caps and its poles. Second point, Mars has the largest volcano in our solar system, Olympus Mons. Olympus Mons is approximately 15 miles high. Third point, Mars appears red in color. This is a feature because it contains iron oxide or rust in its soil. Third one, Mars has 2 moons and takes about 2 years to complete an orbit. Next slide we'll see. Yes, next is the Jupiter planet. Jupiter is the largest and most massive planet. Its diameter is 11 times bigger than that of the Earth's. Yes, Jupiter is the largest and the most massive planet. Its diameter is 11 times bigger than that of Earth's. It takes about 12 years for Jupiter to orbit the Sun. It takes how many years? 12 years. It takes about 12 years for Jupiter to orbit the Sun. Third last point, Jupiter has 16 non-moons. Yeah, it has 16 non-moons. We'll go to the next slide. That was a Jupiter planet. You got some few information about Jupiter planet. Yes. Next is what? Saturn. Saturn planet is composed almost entirely of hydrogen and helium. It contains two gases, hydrogen and helium. It is composed of hydrogen and helium. Saturn has many rings made up of ice. It has rings. You can see this is called a ring. Can you see this image? And this is the planet, and this surrounding you can see a ring. Yes. Saturn's rings are very wide. It is wide means see, you can see the width. Yes, it is wide. They extend outward to about 260,000 miles from the surface, but are less than 1 mile thick. Yes. Saturn has many rings made up of ice. Saturn's rings are very wide. They extend outward to about 260,000 miles from the surface, but are less than 1 mile thick. Last point, Saturn has 18 non-moons. It has 18 non-moons, some of which orbit inside the rings. Inside the rings itself, they move on. It takes Saturn about 30 years to orbit the Sun. It takes how many years? 30 years to orbit the Sun. Next slide we'll see. Uranus. Uranus is blue in color due to methane gas in its atmosphere. It is filled of methane gas, so it appears blue in color. You can see blue image. Okay. Uranus has 11 dark rings surrounding it. It has 11 dark rings surrounding it. Uranus has 21 known moons. It also has 21 moons and take 84 years to complete one orbit. It takes 84 years to complete one orbit. Once more, Uranus planet. Uranus is blue in color due to the methane gas filled in its atmosphere. Uranus has 11 dark rings surrounding it. Uranus has 21 non-moons and takes 84 years to complete an orbit. That is Uranus planet. You got some information about Uranus planet. Okay. Last is Neptune. Neptune has the fastest wind in the solar system up to 2000 km per hour. It is the fastest winds in the solar system up to 2000 km per hour. Second point, Neptune is also blue in color. It also appears blue in color. So due to methane gas, its atmosphere also is filled with the methane gas, which appears as a blue in color. Neptune takes 165 years to orbit the Sun and it has 8 moons. Neptune takes 165 years to complete an orbit the Sun and it has 8 moons. Okay. Yes, Pluto. Now it doesn't exist. No? Yeah, we'll see the information related to Pluto. Pluto has only one moon and takes about 249 years to orbit the Sun. Pluto has only one moon and takes about 249 years to orbit the Sun. Part of Pluto's orbit passes inside the Earth of that of Neptune. So at times Neptune is the planet farthest from the Sun. Pluto was located and named in 1930. It was located in 1930, but today Pluto is no longer considered as a planet. So there was a question in between. The question arises that Pluto is there or not, is included or not. So Pluto was located and named in 1930, but today Pluto is no longer considered as a planet. Okay. So these were the certain slides and presentation. We'll have it just this one video. This is solar system, okay? Milky Way galaxy. Yes, our sun. 8 planets, 2 categories, terrestrial and Jovian. Terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Made up of rocky material, surface are solid, don't have rings. Very few moons, relatively small. Jovian planets, Mercury. Okay. Hottest planet, that is Venus. Earth. Terrestrial planet. These were the 4 terrestrial planets. Mars might have supported the life 3.7 billion years ago. Mars once had a watery or icy surface. Yes. These are the 4 terrestrial planets over. Next is Jovian planets. Jovian planets are subdivided into gas giants and ice giants. These are gas giants. These are the ice giants planets. These are 4 Jovian planets. Multiple moons, no solid surface, support ring systems, immense in size. Jupiter, the largest planet. Saturn, the second largest planet. You can see 1,75,000 miles. Uranus and Neptune. It rotates on its side. Uranus, Neptune. It is the outermost planet, 2.8 billion miles. This is the asteroid belt. This we will discuss in the asteroid belt and meteoroids and all we will discuss in the next topic. That is in the tomorrow session. Okay. So this is the first page of your chapter. This yesterday we discussed. Today we have discussed the solar system. This is in your textbook. A few information was discussed. Yes, in the solar system. Geoid, the moon. Yes. So later, asteroids and meteoroids we will discuss in tomorrow's class. And based on today's topic, you can just go through the solar system. This page, it starts from here, the solar system. This page and this page, page number 3. Next page, page number 4. You can just go through it. Page number 5 also you can go through it. Okay, up to page number 5, up to the moon. So there will be a quiz session in tomorrow's class. So today I am going to wind up the class and thank you for listening. Okay, thank you children.